What do you do, players? It's your boy, cousin Roy, everybody's cousin and some people's uncles. And boy, do we have a show today. Today we got the heavyweight showdown between two of the craziest fellas on TV punditry. Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher got into an intense fight. Manchester United are about to play Arsenal in about 48 hours' time. Ralph Ragnick is not in Manchester yet, so he's not going to be there for the Arsenal and Crystal Palace game. What kind of lineup are we going to play in on Friday, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna get all of it in today's episode. That's right. You see this. If you can let me move this thing away. When I move this thing away, you can see like so. This is like I can make this into maybe like a trident. You know, what I mean, with two devil horns here, or maybe like this. Maybe two devils horns this way, because Jamie Carragher and Roy Keane got into a heated debate yesterday or day before. So the whole crazy debate, and I think it's been watched like millions and millions of people over and over and over again, because everybody was trying to dissect what these fellas were trying to say. And what it was, the whole thing surrounded Ronaldo not playing in the game against Chelsea. Let me just see whether my sound is up here. Beautiful. Okay, so everything surrounded around Cristiano Ronaldo not starting in the Chelsea game, right? So we all know Roy Keane and how Roy Keane is. Okay, nothing can please Roy Keane. Let's put that out there. Secondly, a lot of people who know me would know that Roy Keane is my favorite player of all time. I've always liked Roy Keane. I felt Roy Keane was a guy who can make the difference on the pitch. Roy Keane brings character, he brings fight, and he has that I don't give a shit attitude that helps, when you want to win titles and people are all trying to get you and all that. So he's turned to punditry now. He doesn't do any managing now. As far as Roy Keane's managerial history goes, it's not great. Everywhere he went, he fought with people. And in Sunderland, I think was his longest managerial post, if I'm not mistaken. So yesterday he had an argument. He said it started with, why is Michael Carrick trying to high five? Actually, Michael Carrick just, Ronaldo acknowledged Michael Carrick as he was leaving the pitch. Ronaldo came on as a substitute in the game against Chelsea. He did not start. As they're leaving the pitch, he did give Carrick a high five. And his usual petulance started lah. Walking out the pitch angry. Oh, I didn't play the game. Oh, angry. We didn't win the game. We know. In Manchester United, you want to win the game, but the way you're playing now, we're playing like shit. We don't know what the hell we're doing. So Carrick had the balls to say, "Hey, you're not starting the game." Ronaldo's going to act like a little bitch. That's normal, lah. It's going to be that. But Keane went on that and said one thing Carrick didn't. I don't know whether he wanted Carrick to shake his hand or not shake his hand. He said Ronaldo not starting was wrong because you brought Ronaldo to win the games, and Ronaldo is the guy who can change the game when he's playing. So Carragher said that Ronaldo doesn't need to play every game because he's not the same player. He's 36, 37, and then they got into all the pressing, and Ronaldo doesn't press, which is true. Keane said Ronaldo hasn't been pressing for 4 to 5 years. But in this game where we're not playing well and you're going up against the league leaders, Michael Carrick decided to start with the two young guys because they are faster and maybe they can track back. And if you see that, if again once again, if De Gea didn't come to the rescue in that first 5 minutes, we would have gone two nil back. So Keane said, as they were getting to the argument, Keane told Carragher, "No, I'm not saying every game, but the big games he has to play." He said, "If you see him in the car park, he's somebody who has won a lot of titles. He wants to win. He wants to play every game." But Carragher's argument was, every player is like that, which is true. Every player who plays in the Premier League wants to play every game, because when you don't play, your saham, your stock drops, and then you lose, and then you go out on loan, like what happened to Jesse Lingard. So Carragher had a point there. Then Keane said having Ronaldo on the pitch will be like he's able to score, and people are saying that he's not being able to press, but and Keane is saying like for the past 4 5 years he hasn't pressed. Jimmy Hasselbank, who was also there, agreed with Keane. Now, but Carragher said that and Carragher asked Keane this: doesn't a Manchester United manager have a right to bench Ronaldo? Keane said yes. And then Keane, to back his point up, went into all these stats, how Ronaldo scores, and then he brought in Ian Rush. And Carragher asked him, "Did Ian Rush press?" He said, "Yeah, but Ronaldo doesn't." So it kind of got a bit funny there. Then Carragher said that, look, he made a point. PSG bought Messi. Manchester United bought Ronaldo. Did we buy them for? To win the league. We bought both these players to win the league. We want to win the league. So, why? So, sorry. So I had to click that. So yeah. So both guys are already old. If you're buying them this season, that means you want to win titles now, not win titles 2, 3, 4 years from now. And of course, I want to win the league title. For me, the league title is the most important thing. And yeah, I have. Sorry, I'm looking at these notes here. They are kind of crazy. Yeah. So then Carragher said none of these guys are actually challenging for a title, which is true. We are in eighth place or whatever. PSG also are not top of the French league. So whether they're goal scoring or not, they're not doing it now, which is a good point. And then Keane comes in with that. He said that Ronaldo was never going, and then it's at this point, guys, when he got a bit nuts. So when Jamie put their point across, Keane came in and said Ronaldo was never going to get Manchester United back to winning the league. He said he's not signed to win back the league. This one I cannot agree. If you're buying Cristiano Ronaldo now at this age, that means we want to win everything. And then the conversation went into Keane saying that Ronaldo they're bought for cups. So Carragher jumped on him and said, "Hey, what nonsense is this? Of course you bought him to win the league. Now you didn't buy Varane, Ronaldo, Sancho. Sancho has time, he's young, he's 21, 22, but the other guys are old. Of course you want to win the title. Now, no, wait for the next round." So yeah, this is where it got crazy for me. And Keane said, well, Ronaldo was brought into the club because of the share prices, of the glazes, of the business part of it, all these and the Champions League money. Keane said the fact that Ronaldo is scoring in the Champions League and we've moved to the Champions League second league round. He said, can you imagine how much money we have? Can you imagine how much money that's made? Can you imagine moving to some? It's about the glazes. And man, dude, I think Keane was reaching. Okay. I really think at that point in time, Roy Keane was reaching because he didn't have a point there. What do you mean? We bought Ronaldo here for the share prices? Really, Keen? Earlier, when 5 minutes ago, you were saying he should play every game, we should win every game. Now you're saying we brought Ronaldo in for the share prices, for the glazes, and all that other stuff. And Cara put him on the spot. He said, how can you sign him and not want to win titles 4 years from now? But Keane doubled down on his statement and said, we're not going. Manchester United is not going to win the league in the next 2 to 3 years. So I bet you if you go and look at the old videos and see what Keane said about when Ronaldo came and all that, I'm sure he would have been very optimistic, but he would not have been able to predict how shitty our season has started. Okay, that one granted, hindsight is good. But I don't I'm sure I mean Keane would never have said he's the be all end all, but I think he expected Sancho Ronaldo to be playing every single game. But look at how we're playing. We're not playing well at all. If the game, in my opinion, if Ronaldo started the game against Chelsea, I think we would have lost. I was so happy to see Ronaldo not start because I knew the younger guys would be able to do a bit more tracking. Or if not, we're going to get screwed. Man, Reece James was on fire, man. I mean, I know he didn't score or whatever, but he was on fire. The two wingbacks were incredible, man. The Chelsea team were playing as a unit, but I take a lot of positives because we managed to hold them to a 1-0. It was a stupid bullshit penalty. I don't care what anyone say. I don't know how. There are videos on TikTok you can go and see. Marshall got his ankle kicked also before in another match, and it wasn't a penalty. So you all decide lah how it is lah. To me, it wasn't a penalty. I think it shouldn't have been a penalty. And yeah, but I'm glad we got away with a 1-1 draw. So Keane started like that, and they ended up saying Ronaldo is not going to win us a title in the next 2 to 3 years, and he's here to win the cups. And then he went and said, and then he got a little bit personal. He said, have you won the FA Cup? He asked him. Yeah, Carragher said, yes, I won the FA Cup. He was trying to point out that Carragher never won the league, so in a way, he doesn't have a right to say it. But in my opinion, this time I have to go with Carragher. We bought Ronaldo in now, so we can win the league now because we finished second last season. We didn't buy in this season, knowing that I don't think we're going to be able to win the league this season, right? But we'll just bring in Ronaldo so we can get the cups. That's a huge pile of crap, Roy Keane. I'm sorry. I love you, my man, but that's a huge pile of crap. We bought him in because he wanted to win titles now. So I think Carragher got him on that. That's my take on it. And I do want us to win cups, guys. But if I just win the FA Cup this season and then finish in seventh place, are any of you going to be happy? If just say we win the Champions League, right? Okay, which means automatically we qualify next year. Then if you finish in seventh or eighth place, you might be happy, but I won't. I grew up in the Alex Ferguson era where the league is the only thing that matters because cups are all luck. There's too much luck involved. There's too much luck factor involved in cups. There's too many things that has to take place in a cup game because just one. Champions League is different. You got, excuse me, home and away, but cups are, but it's still two matches. In the league, you got many matches and it shows consistency over a long period. It always feels awkward when you win the cup without winning the league. So for me, I'm brought up on winning the league, so I want to win the league. I think Roy Keane completely lost the plot there and got angry because, as I said in the beginning, nothing can please Roy Keane. So you know what, man? Let me know what you guys think about that argument. I just went 10 minutes full on that, but I think that's enough time to for Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher. So now let us move on to some little bit of shitty ass news and let's talk. I wanted to talk about Ralph Ragnick's impact on Friday, but unfortunately, I just find out that he's not going to be there. So I got to change this shit. But anyway, y'all get the gist of it. This was happening. Ralph Ragnick hasn't got he hasn't got his visa done or whatever. So he's most likely 100% not going to be in the Arsenal game. So let me bring in my friend here to get into this, dude. Ralph
What's up?
Ragnick has not got his visa. He won't be there, and this is a big game because if we this is a big game for us to win because if to in order to get closer to the fourth place and top five whatever Champions League qualification, I somehow feel this game is going to be huge. We need to go. We need almost. I mean, sorry, we don't think they're coming to us. We almost need to get a result, man.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, they have to they most likely be screaming about Brexit at the moment. Because of that, all these visa have to start coming in. Without the Brexit, most likely Ralph has already been in even for the Chelsea game. All right, but this actually may have a big impact to them, because they already have quite a good flow of games, especially the last two games. Momentum is starting to come back, but I mean, as we can see, I mean, as much as we want to see Carrick perform well as well, but we know that he is still not that experienced enough to carry the team forward, especially in a very tricky period, right? Like the coming week, because if you look at it, it's going to be back-to-back games as well. And I think the entire week we're going to be having a game early on Friday morning, which is our Friday morning our time, and then on a Sunday night they have another game, which is about they only have about 2 days. Then another 3 more days they're going to be playing in the Champions League. So um, this is the part where experience really comes into play. How do you manage your squad, and how do you manage your tactics to suit to this rigorous what I call schedule that they have? So I'm not sure whether I'm still a bit worried about how Carrick's going to manage this whole area, and by Ralph not coming in this week itself, it's going to be a big problem for MU lah, actually, I feel.
Do you think we'll be seeing some of some of his work this weekend? Do you think he'll have an influence on the team selection?
I mean, a lot of rumors are going around saying that he's in that the headset, Darren Fletcher's headset and all those things,
Mm.
but they clarified it. I know Fletcher was saying that it was the analyst that's sitting on top there, because the analyst was supposed to have that bird's eye view on the entire pitch, and the guy, maybe a few analysts as well, not only one. They have a bird's eye view on the entire pitch, and they actually tell Fletcher what are the areas that they need to cover on and so on and so forth. And that itself, that's why you've noticed Fletcher is the one that's going up to the touchline and screaming certain orders and directions towards the players. I think was one Bisaka was one of them he was screaming at, because he was totally out of position. I mean, from far you can see. I mean, if you're on the level ground with the players, you are unable to see, because you can't see that the tactical formation from the top, because you're seeing straight from this angle, so it's very hard for them to see.
And this
So
earpiece thing, it
so
was
I
silly
yeah.
because the earpiece has been there before. What this guy saw
That,
everything.
well, that's what Mourinho did the
I
last
saw,
time when he got the touchline ban.
yeah, I remember that one. He had the black
Yeah,
earpiece, and I thought I seen Fletcher with the earpiece in previous games also. So I thought that was really
yeah,
silly. I
that was
feel
silly.
I'm trying to figure out whether he's in Manchester right now or not. I don't know whether he's actually arrived in the goddamn country.
I
I don't
I
know whether
have
he's
a
still wait.
I have a feeling
Some
he is.
he is right. So
Yeah,
if he
but he
is
cannot
there and
work
they're
only
not
what.
cannot work. So
Mm.
I think okay. I think once I see the lineup, if it's kind of similar to the previous game, maybe I feel his imprint was not there. I think that might have been Carrick. But if he's already here and the club already announced him as a manager, I can't imagine him sitting down there and not saying anything. He
Mhm.
already watched the Chelsea game. Now it's the Arsenal game, two big ass games. So I feel we might see if imprint, but I can only like fully know if once I see the lineup lah. And even
Once
then, I
they
don't know all
introduce the
this.
lineup, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
again, you can see the difference between Odie's style of managing and Carrick's style of managing. You can see Carrick is more in depth in terms of his thought process. It's not so direct. He reminds me a little bit like how Arteta and Guardiola. I'm not comparing them at the same level yet, but you can see that there's more depth. I think Harry Redknapp over the week also he said quite a good thing. He said he was actually did you manage to watch that clip with Harry Redknapp where he was saying how stupid United is for not um for getting Rangnick?
for yeah, yeah, I read the article. You mean
Yeah, yeah.
there was a video?
I think I
I thought
kind
it
of
was
saw
an
a
article
video.
he wrote in
Yeah, but
the
yep.
column in the
So
Sun. Mm.
so he was actually complaining how silly of them going for Ragnick when he was so old and with Carrick, and he was praising Carrick for being a tactical brain as well. And we know during his time in MU, he is a player that can see things that most players can't see.
Mm.
He and Scholes, but so we can know that his tactical um how is it acumen, okay, tactical acumen would be maybe it's
Nuance.
like nuance. Yeah, it is more in depth. You can see he have maybe multiple layers and things that he can see that we can't see or other players can't see. So there are quite interesting formations as you can see even on the Sunday itself how they play against Chelsea. He sort of played Bruno as a false nine actually. In fact, at times. You see, Bruno was actually way on top, where
Mm.
what you call Rashford and Sancho actually dropped down
Yeah,
to press.
I didn't
Uh,
like that. Mm.
so he was playing that. I think it was a little bit like how Pep was playing against MU that day with that front six that's constantly rotating and fluid. So he was
Mm.
trying to create that, but of course he have a more stationary base with Fred, McTominay, and Matic. But we know Matic was doing quite well because he is not so much as a defensive midfielder, but he's more towards they call that
Okay, I tell you
regista
what,
or something like that.
we're getting into the tactics. I'll come to that. This I feel that they played that formation they played was
Mm.
wrong lah. By putting Bruno up there, you got too much space to cover. But just before just to close it, I think Harry Redknapp's a muppet. I think Harry Redknapp's like a clown and an idiot, a hustler, and
Mhm.
he had to write that column because he knew he'll get a lot of views because that's his personal view that Michael Carrick is a genius. Michael Carrick
Clickbait,
was
clickbait.
there together with Fletcher, together with Oli for freaking the 3-4 years that they were there, and then this year they are completely bottling it. And Harry Redknapp goes write an article and say this fellow is a genius. Harry Redknapp is a clown. You should just stick to writing his puff pieces and yeah
Yeah,
that's that.
technically, yeah, Carrick was his fine one because he
Carrick is
was
the best. Yeah, Carrick is going
yeah
to outwit Klopp, Tuchel, Patrick Vieira, Pep Guardiola. He'll
Arteta.
definitely outwit Steven Gerrard. You know,
Mhm.
easily he'll outwit Steven Gerrard. That one, no problem. Don't even talk. Now, I want to move on. So very hard to say. I really wanted to get into this imprint of Ralph Rangnick, guys. But if he's not going to be there, it's a coin toss. We like you said, both of us said we most probably think Carrick is the one who's going to be there. Now, moving on, right? I want to talk about some transfers that I heard just now, about an hour or two ago. So this guy Amadou Haidara of RB Leipzig, he played under them. He Ralphie bought him. Okay, he took over Nabi Keita, I think, or another guy, whatever. Sorry,
Mhm.
excuse me for
Mhm.
names. You all know better. You all let me know in the
Mhm.
comments, please. So this guy played under him to replace another fellow who was good. I think it's Nabi, and then now he's gone to Chelsea, right? Or Leicester or whatever the fuck it is lah.
Naby
So
Keita is with Liverpool.
Liverpool, there you go. So
Mhm.
he is supposed to come in and solve our defensive midfield woes. So which means some fellas are gonna gonna leave. I do not know. I saw a little bit lah, some video highlights and all that, but right now I thought Fred is doing that job first, and Tommy got injured, so he was on form. He injured, then he came back. Now he's ass,
Mhm.
but he also has to deal with a change of way of playing, pace of playing as well, and then everybody. So it's a real mess.
It
It's a
is. It
real
is.
match.
It
So
is.
yeah, so
I mean,
it,
I mean, once upon a time, we did have a very good player who thought was going to be the next successor for Roy Keane in Eric Jemba Jemba. Look how that turned out.
mm, I don't know why he didn't get much game time. I thought he was good. That Alex Ferguson never played him, and the other guy claimed at the same time. Kleberson also was there.
Cleberson, yeah.
Kleberson played well for a while. Kleberson was
Actually,
good.
Cleberson reminds me a little bit about how Fred plays. It's a more
Mm.
similar style of player.
So the Clemson was the more attacking player from the wing. And then
Mm.
after, all of them, like, they had no playing time, and Quinton Fortune was the one who was getting more of the time, and he would have played more unless he was injured. So that all went to shit. So we are hearing that Amadou Haidara might come in January. A lot of people are very happy about it because, when you get players like this with no egos, they come in, they do the work. They're probably in better form, and they've worked with a coach like this before, so they
Mhm.
understand his philosophy. So it's like that. You know what I mean? And if he can help this shitty fuck defense
Mhm.
sort out some shit, I'll be very happy. Because let's just jump into this. On that note, let's just jump into the lineups. All right. So I was really hoping Ralfie will be there, but since Ralfie ain't gonna be there, let me get this lineup thing up. And there we go. Let me just give me a sec here. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, I can't enlarge it. Hang on. Yeah, so okay, let me get this lineup up first. Give me a sec. So now I think he might start Diego Dallo on the right.
Mhm.
Okay, this is what I think is going to happen. He's going to start Diego Dallo on the right. He's going to play Teles on the left, maintain. But my concern is, right, I was hoping if he was there this weekend,
Mhm.
he won't. I don't think he'll play Maguire, man. He might play Bailly and Lindelof again. But with Carrick there now, I'm concerned he might play Maguire. What do you think?
I mean, he's fit, and basically he's still the captain. I'm not sure whether Carrick is still picking him as the captain. We saw Bruno taking the armband. I'm still quite disappointed in that. I was hoping that it was the here, but
Same.
it was going to Bruno, and
Pass
Bruno.
also.
Yeah, I think that the weight of that captaincy is a bit too heavy on him. You can see he is not exactly doing that well on against Chelsea. He was so frustrated. He was cutting a very frustrated figure. I don't know why. He's very emo the last few weeks
Yeah,
actually.
because he wasn't getting the ball, his crosses, he wasn't getting his crosses, so he
Mm,
was getting frustrated. I think he shouldn't be there. That's why I leave out the captaincy in this
mhm,
thing. So this is my lineup. They here 100%. I think he
mhm,
might start Dalot, but now that you're saying Ralphie is not there, I'm not sure. I put Bailly and Maguire because I think Lindelof didn't really have a good game last weekend, and since Carrick is going to be there, I changed that at the last minute. I said Maguire will probably start. I
mhm,
want Teles to start on the left. I saw some promising stuff against Chelsea. And I know
mhm,
the entire world loves Shaw. I was criticizing Shaw last year, then suddenly he started playing well, man of the match and all that. But
mhm,
there's something about Shaw in those games he played against Liverpool and all that. But I still like that attacking threat. I still feel Teles is a more languid
mhm,
player compared to Shaw.
mhm,
Shaw and Shaw's getting too many knocks now. So I want Teles to play. Midfield was like this. When I asked you to do the thing, I saw you put him on the left, right?
mhm,
The reason I want for Bruno to sit deep because I don't want him to run so much. Okay.
mhm,
I don't want him to be running in front of the pitch, chasing balls, or being in the too much in the front of the pitch and then having two defenders come and cover him. So you have to drop deep. Then when he drops deep, the other fella is afraid to go in front. For the midfielders at the back are afraid to go in front because they're leaving their back exposed. So put him deep. He's a beautiful freaking crosser. Let
mhm.
him pump those balls. Let him pump the true ball.
So
Let
he's
him
playing more
pump the
like
long ball.
the Pirlo role lah.
Play that role. So that Scholes role. So he can
Mhm,
spread the ball to Sancho and Rashford on the side.
mhm,
Right? Now Donny has that energy, play him the first half. So when you pass the ball to the right to Sancho, Donny will be the one close following. He's a good passer. 1-2. Pop, 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 move around. Switch. Bruno can move up close to be the fourth fella to help. Tomini and Fred can chill out. If he passes it to the left in Rashford, tell Fred to slot into the middle. Bruno move to the left and support him. Play the 1-2 passes. Teles is a fantastic forward player. Let him run across and forward play and cut. And tell stupid Maggie and Bayi to cover the back. Dalo can cover also as they shift to the left.
mhm.
In the middle, don't even talk, bro. Let Donny run his freaking ass off in this first half. Let him give the Arsenal defense a shit amount, so much trouble. Let them not helter skelter. Let him hold the ball. Let him. Hold the ball in the middle. Let him pass because he will drop. If he's not getting the ball, he will drop. Bruno wants to go in front. Let him go. Switch it up. Switch it up. We say Arsenal play
Fluid lah.
4-4-1-1, right? Yeah. So move this shit up. Move it up and down. Let's go. Let Donny be in front. Used to be so you don't cover so much. Then now you're going to complain and say, okay, but what about the defensive duties, Lloyd? What about the defensive duties, Lloyd? Then who's going to stand back and do defense? Bruno don't know how to defend now. You're watching the game. Bruno don't know how to defend. He knows how to defend. But I want him not to run so much. Really. If he has to run, let him do the defending. Let Vanderbeek play in front now. Play the passing game. What do you think?
I mean, I wouldn't say I agree 100%.
And share
but
yours also, huh?
yeah, I don't think I will say I agree 100%. Not that I don't agree with the
What?
lineup.
Oh, then I'm kicking you out. No. Ding ding, deja vu. You didn't agree with me. It's my show, eh?
Okay, see you, bro.
Good,
Thank
good.
you. Over
Sorry,
and
inside
out.
joke. Inside joke.
So
Oh shit, son.
yeah. Wait. Show your one first. Show your one first.
Oh damn! I just I removed
Okay.
it. Hold on.
Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. So
Yeah, I
my
bring it up.
reasoning is this. My reasoning is this. I think I have yours as well. Hold on now. I have yours as well.
Gotta figure
you
this PowerPoint thing up, lah.
Yeah. There you go. That's yours, right? That's yours, right?
Yeah, that's mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why I'm a bit skeptical is because if you notice McTominay, Fernandez, and Fred, they have played on Sunday and they're going to be playing again such a short notice. So I'm not sure about their fitness level. You can see Fernandez is exhausted. So I don't know whether, or maybe that's the reason why Carrick took him off early so that he can prep him for this match because it's quite a big match. But Fred and McTominay, they played the full game that day. So I'm not too sure whether they'll be okay. No, same thing as Sancho. If you know Sancho's his fitness level is still not up to par. But I agree with you on Dalot and Teles. Teles he's been quite decent that day as well. You can see he's swinging in quite a lot of good crosses in,
And
and
he knows how to fall. He knows how to
yes,
fall, stop the play, get the play. The South American
yeah.
thing. Yeah, I like
So
that. Sometimes you have to go down a little bit.
the dark arts.
You have to exactly.
And Dalot itself, because again, one Bissaka had a horrible game. He's totally lost form. I think it's just a confidence thing. So I think Dalot should come in, and because Dalot is a very good attacking player, he can actually pin back the Arsenal players, which I agree with you. Which that's the reason why I also chose the same back four as you. Actually,
Mm.
for freshness as well. I don't think so. Shaw is going to come back. The guy head still burning a bit.
I think so.
Yeah,
Man,
so I don't.
4 times, 3
Yeah,
times
man,
for the
crazy. Like the amount of heat he got on his head. Might as
nuts.
well play rugby or American
Just,
football away.
yeah, real gonzo shit there going on.
So I as much as I don't want Maguire to start, but I have a feeling he will start. Simply
Hey,
because
but hang on, I gotta pause you. I gotta pause you right there.
Yep.
Where's your Konoha,
Oi, yes.
bro? We need to combo this weekend, bro. We need to get
Here
the.
it is. Let me get it up. And you can
We did
see
it.
me.
Kagebunshin no Jutsu and my Gaton Gokaki no Jutsu this weekend, man. Combine your wind power and my fire power. We need to get some super.
Let's get
Fire
it on,
attack,
man.
man.
Let's get it on.
I tried doing all the jutsu, but my hand cannot go like fully down like this. Like you can, it looks chat way. Like I don't know how to. Maybe the kids can because they're very flexible, but you got to put your hand down. Then my shoulders go up, so I look kind of chat when you do the thing. I don't think you can do it too. I bet you can't. I bet you can't put your hands like this and like
Wait, hold
how
on.
you ain't that flexible. Wait, try and see. You can,
Do what again?
you can,
Do what again?
like this. This one I show you. So you know how they do the jutsu, right? They put the hand down like that. Can you put yours all down the way 90 degrees like this? Like you can't. Hey, yours better than mine, mate. Wait, but you lock? It's not 90 degrees. It's gotta be like 90 degrees, like
Wait.
you know,
Let me move my mic.
90 degrees like this. God damn, I feel like my shoulder is gonna pop. Look at you.
It's like a
It's hard,
wrestling
bro.
move. It's like a freaking wrestling.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to press your sternum, trying to get some gas out, trying to push the gas out like this. Fat.
Okay, I just
Goodness
go on like that.
gracious. That one easy.
Konoha eyes.
Oh wait, we got a message here. Same. I prefer 4-3-3. Okay, I let what is that? Junsen explain. Then I'll bring you up. Okay.
Okay,
So Junsen, let's go. Wait, hang on. Get this. Hang on.
I totally forgotten about it, man. Totally forgotten.
Okay, I suddenly remember. Cause I
Thank you
see.
for
I
the
was just
thank you
feeling
for
the
this, man.
smang. Damn right. You're welcome. You're welcome, man. Hey,
I'm still trying to get. I can get it up.
oh, the Rasengan. Okay, you
Yeah,
need some time lah. You need to.
I need
You
to
need to
clone. I
like
need to learn the sexy no
the
jutsu first.
Kagebunshin first. I think
I'll
once
do
you get
my.
the Kagebunshin, tell one of your guys to wait, stand behind you to check out the stats, latest stats and the tweets, send you the message. Then
Mhm.
when you call it off, you'll get the message of course it shares. Phew, bro, I tell you, exponential man. Can you also make like maybe we got 130 fellas. I'm trying to reach 1,000. Make another 900 fellas. Last time say different computers and tune in.
Oh, definitely, definitely. But
Power, way.
I need to do it first. Tiring,
Okay,
you
good
know.
shit, man. Love it. Okay, now back to this.
Okay. Back four again. Agreed. Same
Same.
like you. I have the same thought as well. But I will take out Fred. Because the thing is, looking at how Arsenal line up against what I call City that day. Or was it City they played? Liverpool. Liverpool.
Uh,
Right.
the last game was
Yeah.
Newcastle. Before that, they got
Newcastle.
hammered by Liverpool. Yeah,
Yeah.
4-0.
So you see their lineup against Liverpool. Their center midfield, I wouldn't exactly say is very strong. So I'm not too worried because when I'm not too worried, I mean that's why I pull out Fred and I put in Matic simply because McTominay can do more of the running. I want to save Fred for Crystal Palace. Fred most likely will have to cover the Gallagher guy because
Oof.
he will be running a lot, and we know we need players with legs. I say again, it's more on people management and player management already on their fitness level. So that's why I took out Bruno as well because Bruno looks like freaking tired. So
Mm.
Donny can play in the center. He can either play in between McTominay and Matic, a little bit more like how he played against Watford, right? A more defensive role or more a box to box role. And then he is also very good in tight places. And we know Arsenal, how Arteta plays, they compact their team a lot. So we need Van de Beek to be able to maneuver in the small little nooks and crannies of the Arsenal midfield and create chances. I took out Rashford simply because he is also I want to save him for the Crystal Palace game as well, and also the Champions League game. So save him up. Put Lingard in because Lingard has the energy. He haven't been playing. He just played a little bit only that day, so he has the energy to hustle the inexperienced Arsenal defense. So he need to hustle them constantly, go in their face. We know Lingard can do that. We know Sancho can do that. That's how he actually hustled against Jorginho that day. That's how he scored the goal as well. So play Sancho for the first half. Maybe second half bring in either what I call Rashford to come in for him. All right. Then, since Ronaldo didn't start, and we know that the Arsenal defense, as much as they have kept many clean sheet and Ramsdale has been playing well, if he's playing well, then you need someone like Ronaldo to do some massive cannonball shots and so on to test Ramsdale a little bit. And we know Ronaldo have a lot of tricks up his sleeves in how to manage a good shot. So we need him to be up there to do one of his special moves to score that goal against Ramsdale. Ramsdale is on his the form of his life. His how many clean sheet he have at the moment? I think six. Six.
Four, four in the last 5 games, they have 4 clean sheets.
Yeah.
The
So
last time they let in a goal was the Liverpool game, and before the start of the 5 games was Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 1.
So we need someone like Ronaldo to be there to do the finishing, because we know against Crystal Palace there's going to be a lot of running, a lot of pressing. So we saw what happened with Chelsea. We don't want. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't want Ronaldo because we know Ronaldo is more of a the what I call a poacher. Okay, so he
Mm.
won't be doing a lot of pressing. So we leave this one the pressing to the three: Sancho, Donny, and Lingard to do the pressing because they still have the legs to do it. All right. So they have to support Ronaldo in terms of the pressing. And then McTominay and Matic will be that calming figure right behind to hold the fort. And again, like I said, Arsenal's center of midfield is not exactly the experienced and strong. So McTominay and Matic still can pull it off, I feel. So that's
Okay.
my reasoning. So it's going to be high press, but Ronaldo will be the one that will be finding the spaces. And we know Sancho is quite a good crosser of a ball. so he can fit Ronaldo. And we know Lingard, he's the type that finds spaces. He knows how to run in spaces, so he will work very well with Donny as well. Both of them will be fluid, moving about each other. So that
Okay.
itself can give something of I mean, they can just basically move around. Okay,
Mm.
Donny can push, he can go up because Donny plays as a false nine before as well. And we know that
Mm.
Ronaldo at times he will move to the left because he will want to cut in from the right and shoot. So Donny can play up or he can come down, he do the pressing, Lingard can go up. It's going to be again a very fluid front line. And Sancho will do his thing lah, moving here, you know, moving
This
back.
is quite an interesting lineup, I got to say, because like
Yeah.
you still having faith in excuse me, in Tommy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and
Because
Matic, you still think
yeah,
can play back to back, huh? Okay.
because looking
I,
at how Carrick goes, as well, I think because maybe he's a midfielder, Carrick's a
mm,
midfielder, he understands how the whole midfield dynamics works. And against
mm.
Chelsea, you can see, I mean, as much as I say Chelsea is quite a good team, I'm quite surprised how he managed to suppress the Chelsea team a little bit. Of course, with a bit of luck as well on our end, but he managed to suppress the Chelsea team quite a bit. And that team with Jorginho there, I am quite surprised he managed to suppress the team. So I can see there's going to be a lot of midfield action against Arsenal as well because we can see that Arteta plays that tiki taka as well. So we need to break and kick the tiki taka out of the field. So I
You
think
know, I
McTominay
got
will
to
be a
say,
good one.
I think of all the Manchester United players right now, the one I feel who has the best chemistry with Ronaldo is actually Lingard.
Yep.
From the first few games, and then the coach is the one after young boys who had cold feet and said, "Oh, I have to
Yeah.
play the 100 million floor, 100 million floor, whatever,
Yep.
70 million floor, also play like shit." So and that's the time when they had Rashford out. So actually, I kind of like this also. This is good, man. This is actually
Yeah.
some interesting stuff.
Yeah. Because I still think that Lingard have a big role to play again in MU as well because he is always, for me, I feel that he's always the first line of defense. He presses like nobody's business.
Now my concern is, bro,
Uh-huh.
whether they will still play. I mean, they might keep him on the bench lah. That day, so he was there. What?
Mm.
Whether they will play him because he's 100% going to leave, right? I think gone already lah.
Yeah,
I think
but
very hard. It's sad, that
but
he's.
but
Yeah.
again, I feel with Ralph coming in, a lot of players are considering again. I think the day there's an article was saying that Pogba is considering staying as well.
Yeah, yeah, I know,
I
man.
know that's the news that a lot of people will be like,
Yeah, tell that
sure,
fuck kid to get out lah.
yeah, sure,
Yeah, you want to go on the free, want to make the class look, man, fuck Pogba, let him
yeah,
go.
man,
The one I'll be concerned about is I will Lingard, because even if Ragni comes, right, if he doesn't get the money he wants, I don't know whether he wants to stay and then be not sure whether he'll be full time plans. If West Ham willing to pay him the 110 or whatever
hmm
it was, 125, whatever it was, better go London. As I don't know,
hmm
man. If I were a player, right, not guaranteed here. Only the coach is saying you might be a bit player, not a starter, because you got Rashi, that one Greenwood also. I haven't seen Greenwood in a long
yeah,
time.
he just came
I
back from
think,
his COVID, right?
yeah, I feel a
Mhm.
bit sad for the fella that I'll feel a bit
And
sad for him. But this is
not
nice, huh?
yeah, not to mention we still have that Ahmad Diallo as well,
Mm.
waiting behind.
With him.
Then we got the Ilanga, our youth striker.
Mm.
Then we
Mm.
got the Shola Shoretire or
And
Shortire.
the guys on loan also, the
Yeah,
Roma Vler, and then the
yeah.
other one, Tuanzebe, also there.
Tuanzebe, yeah. All these players,
Williamson in this one.
yeah. So there's a lot
Stacked.
of players they may come back and
Right.
then the thing is, it really depends on how Ralph want to do. But again, I don't think Ralph Rangnick will be those guy that come in and chop and change everything. He did mention today that he's here to improve the players and work them as improve them as individuals and as a team.
Mm.
So it'll be interesting to see how he actually wants to play all these players. And again, I think he will come in with a clean slate, and everyone will get a chance.
Right. So we got
Mm.
4-2-3-1 on here. I had the 4-3-3.
Mhm.
Matthew likes the 4-3-3 also with this
Mhm.
one. I have De Gea, Dallo. He got the same back as well, because
Mhm.
I think he knows also lah. The Carey will probably play Maguire, right? So sad. Donny and
Ay.
Tommy and Fred. Okay, that's okay. A bit different from mine. Sancho, no need Bruno. Yeah, this one can work also, bro, because
Mm.
Donny will play in the role where I put here my Fernandez here,
Mm.
right? I think I feel that's what you're saying. And this one is like Junson's one, but just no Lingard. Actually, not
Mm.
bad, so.
pushing lah.
Actually, it's not bad. Okay, the reason why I didn't want, okay, just quickly, really too bad. Pogba is not the type of player. Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. Not the type of
Mhm,
player. Correct. Pack up and bye bye. By the
mhm,
way, I read an article that about how Carrick is a good person to be the manager or the interim because there was a story. Okay, let's get rid of this for a second.
mhm,
Because there was a story back in the day after Mourinho got sacked that they were on the training pitch and Pogba was there. They were all just warming up and then the players were goofing around, they were talking to each other, and then at a certain point they say, hey, so what do you feel? Mourinho, he lost his job, he's out, so for all his arrogance, he lost. And then Pogba on that pitch in Old Trafford in Carrington ground, he said, yeah, serves him right, what I mean, yeah, serves him right, he shouldn't have fucked with me. Carrick heard that, he went straight to Pogba and reprimanded him and said, you better watch it. Nobody is bigger than the club. So people that wrote their story and they kind of regurgitated that story now because he's the interim manager.
mhm,
It just brought back some memories, and I said, you see, player power came in because that time Pogba came, there weren't many good players in the team.
mhm,
We had nobody. So superstar came, most expensive player, lost the tag within a few months to whoever the fuck he was, and came there with so much glam, World Cup winner. Bullshit.
mhm,
Mourinho wasn't given time now, but I don't want to get into that lah. Mourinho
mhm.
wasn't given time. Moyes given 7 months. Oli was given the time because he kept progressing until he started screwing up. So now we have to react. So this is how it is lah. So Pogba can go bye bye, curtains, adios. I also have given up on him, and now I'm one of his biggest fans.
And in fact, actually, if during his playing days as well at Carrick, right, in the dressing room, they say he never talk on and all. But the moment he talk, everyone stop and listen because his point is always very good. So
Michael Carrick, huh?
yeah, so he is that kind of leader, like the one that I will only speak when I need to speak, but when I speak what I need to speak, lah.
Yeah. Saying you need to hear it, you'll hear it. So don't fuck around. The club come first. Now
Mhm.
let's move to our fantasy FPL since you gotta do it by tonight.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
my life. Oh, tomorrow night. No, 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 no,
I
no. Tonight. The game is in a few hours' time.
yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Not whatever, not that great, but I took the Van Dyke, he paid dividends and this shit and whatever shit and yeah lah, Laporte they let in that goal against West Ham in the late. So this is what it looks like. I have that one transfer.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna do it. And I am thinking, right? We might have to use this boosty. Where's that boosty thing? Okay, I tell you, I'll make the transfer first. Okay, fuck it. Who should I go for, bro? Who do you need? Hey, by the way, they're saying Everton fellas are playing really, really bad, so I might have to drop. Might be
I
a good idea to drop Townsend.
I already dropped quite a lot of players. I actually wasted 4 points. I'm like,
Ah,
screw this shit.
desperate
I'm
already.
just do it. Not desperate, just you know what? I say, I can't afford to lose out so many players this week.
Man, I'm telling you, look, these Benrahma fellas also aren't really kicking it that much these days. So
Hmm.
let's just look at a midfielder guy. I think the defense I'm going to. I could mess around the defense here, but I'm going to leave defense for a bit. I want to check out some midfielders now.
Hmm.
Who are the fools that I should take? Bernardo Silva 7.3. Okay. I feel like getting rid of Benrahma. Let's see. He hasn't really done that great.
Nah,
One,
haven't been
two,
doing
two,
well.
two. Fixtures wise, some tough games. Okay, Benrahma is on a chopping block. Townsend, fixtures, also
Same
some
thing.
really hard ones. But if I
Horrible.
drop Townsend, sorry,
Horrible.
horrible, yeah. If I
Mm.
drop Townsend, I only have 5.5. The right one to drop is actually Ronaldo because he's not starting, he's not playing.
Hmm.
I'm tempted to drop him, but not going to win the league, so who gives a fuck? So I think the one to drop might probably be Ben Rama, so I get some cash. So with 6.5, 6.5, can't buy shit.
You can buy Benrama lah.
Can buy Ben Rama. Okay, let's get Ben Rama. All these guys injured.
He's yeah, but there's no other players really. I mean, at the moment, ah,
I don't know how to pick these
tough lah.
winners. If if I leave the fool there, all right, fuck it, lah, just leave him there.
Hmm.
Really, really drop Townsend. I got 5.8, right? So I need to buy somebody within the six. Only these are the clowns, yeah.
Yep. Drop down to get grey. That's the even worse move.
If not, I drop
There's
Townsend and take another. Oh, I cannot. I need. I
yeah,
need. I
yeah.
need a play one for one. Yeah.
there isn't any players as well at the moment that
Then everyone going goo gaga about Declan Rice. How the fuck has he been playing lately? Let's see.
not
Okay,
good.
lah.
I mean, he's a defensive midfielder. He's not scoring goals, and he's
Uh,
not doing any assists. So
not getting the bonus
yeah,
points.
so no point, no point.
We might then I'm gonna go obscure. Let's go obscure.
Oh, Ben Foster is injured also. Huh? Hmm.
Yeah. So if you want to go obscure, like really pick some. Okay, I think the front should be good. I'm
Actually,
gonna
yeah. What
play.
about what about Hudson Odoi? He seems to be playing
Hmm.
all right as
You
well,
seem to be
and
playing
he's
a lot, huh, lately? Hmm.
yeah, right.
80, 90, 70. Can also. Hassan
He's
Oda.
starting to get his groove. Oh, he's giving his chance.
Okay, got easy games also again. Watford all. That day you
Hmm.
played decent, right?
Quite
Hudson
decent.
Oda. Yeah, let me see. Add player. Okay, I got 0.5 left. It's
Oh,
not bad.
okay. Hmm.
Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. I don't know whether anybody put anything in the chat. Okay, we good, we good. Okay, let's see. So we got this year so far. Looks okay to me.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to think too much about it because it's just for fucks anyway. I'm going to play 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 because Tony is this fella is playing Brighton. It won't be easy to
Won't be
score.
easy. And he
Won't
lost
be
his form already. If you notice, he stopped scoring goals for
yeah,
how many games
that's
already?
true. So lucky I played Tony last week. Tony got some points for me here. Nine
Yeah.
points, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I might go 3-5-2. Let me just make the transfer. I'm not even going to think about it. I can't be fucked. Yeah, confirm. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's good. 3-5-2. Captaincy got a swap. I might put Rudiger as the captain this week just to be an idiot. Because I should have put him last week. It got me a lot of points.
Yeah,
Or I
man.
should put Van Dijk. Because they're playing Everton. Everton not doing well now.
Yeah.
Mm,
Possibly.
I like that. And then my backup, I'll put this fella captain card. I don't know whether Ronaldo will score or whether he'll
Hey,
play
hey.
or not.
You.
Oh, shit.
Okay, okay, okay. Ah,
I'm
okay, okay.
thinking of this. I know it's silly. I know it's silly, but he scored a goal last week, 15 points. If I captain, I would have got 30. Salah's not really scoring them. He might score against Everton. I don't know. You think he might score?
He's not exactly in the form at the moment. Also, you see, if he's not been scoring too much the last few games. But again, against Everton, everything goes out the window, man.
Right? Because
Hmm.
of their 8-6-5. It's just that I'm trying to get more points. Lah. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing. Safe bet. Everybody's safe bet is Salah. Lah. I'm trying.
Wait till you see my squad.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Let's make Rudiger captain against Watford. Let's make Salah vice captain.
Right.
Yeah, let's
Make sure
try
you
it.
save, man. Make sure you save.
Oh yeah, save your team. Now, bench boost. I want to play this week. Obviously, I can't. Triple captain. No, not yet. Where is the one where you got double points? Oh, it's only this. Oh, okay. All right then. Fuck it. Now, Liga. Let's get it.
Oh, you can see my team. I shared it. I actually changed my players
Oh,
already.
you there? Okay, let me get it. Yep. Let me bring it in.
There you go.
So what's up with Cresswell? He ain't good.
He's injured, but I got no choice. If you look at my bench, hey, wait. If you look at my bench, it is
He's not moving. There you go.
yeah, it's not exactly doing well as well. I may actually change
Hmm.
Semedo in, but Cresswell has a what I call 75 chance of playing. I'm not sure. Maybe I
Oh,
just
then
just
most
change
likely he'll play.
Semedo.
Then we
Yeah,
can
let's
check
change
right
that so
there.
be safe lah. Okay, if you notice, one big person is missing.
Ronaldo out, huh?
Yeah, I sold him. I
Okay,
sold
you need the
Ronaldo.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, I sold him. I got Vardy because Vardy has been doing quite well.
True.
And then I sold Gray, and I got Bernardo in.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so because he's the form player at the moment lah for City. So they are defending well, they are attacking well. So and he's doing a lot of assists. So I think yeah, Bernardo may be a good try. I know I'm just gambling and see whether I can get it or not lah. So this is my team. I have
You
changed.
sticking? Captaincy, you sticking to it?
Yeah, sticking to Salah. So
All right.
Vardy will be my vice.
You don't want to think. You don't want to go crazy and put Rudiger because he's Watford and he almost scored also that day. What I said it on the show. What
Yeah.
I don't know whether he's right or left leg. If he had got it on the right leg or I mean the correct natural leg,
Mhm.
net would have torn, man.
I'm not sure. I'm torn actually. I'm torn a little bit. with this
Nevermind
one.
lah, stick to Salah lah, safe lah. Because
The
Everton
safest choice.
maybe he semangat
Yeah,
he
semangat. That's
might
why
he might
it's a derby game. So
Okay, it'll be
so
nice. I will stick with Rudiger. Stick
I'm
with
hoping
Salah. Let's see.
Huang was going to score.
Yeah, man.
My midfield for me, I feel this is quite decent.
Mm,
All can score. All the
mm,
team are defending decently. I won't say great, but decently. So there's
mm.
some points in defense and some points in attack as well. Lah. So let's just hope something happens. Lah.
So let's see. The first game will be Newcastle and Norwich will be later 3:30, and then
Yep.
Leeds and Crystal Palace at 4:15, and then the following day, as in like day after morning, Southampton 3:30 versus Leicester, Watford and Chelsea at 3:30, West Ham Brighton same time, Wolves Burnley, Aston Villa City at 4:15, Everton and Liverpool like day after, like when in a Thursday morning 4:15 a.m. and then Friday morning 4:50 a.m. Manchester and Arsenal. So I mean, I'm usually up around 6:37 like that. So I might just wake up early, watch the game, and I'll go live after Manchester and Arsenal. It should be fun. Usually
Mhm.
when we go live after the this for guys viewing, anyone watches this, we usually go live after the group. We get a lot of engagement. It would be quite fun. On that note, guys, thank you for joining me on
Mhm.
another show. It's been very interesting. There have been quite a few weird things. I mean, Jamie Carragher, like I said in the headline, Jamie Carragher and Roy King could have just settled over a bowl of ice cream. So much anger, so much opinions, so much. I don't know. I won't say hate, but animosity. And even Rio Ferdinand also took a cheap jab at Jamie Carragher by saying Jamie Carragher talks about the league. He wants to change the channel. Look, those guys had an intense rivalry back in the day, and
Mhm.
there will always be that kind of little bit of bullying because you don't win the league, you don't talk lah.
Mm.
If you win the league, you can talk. But I don't like that. I don't buy that. I know you won't know how it is to win the league, but you know how to play in the Premier League. You know what it takes for a full season.
Mhm.
You know how to win matches. Just that you didn't put enough wins in a row to win the league, and he came close many times. So that under the belt jab, this one I'm not down with. Only because, like I said earlier in the show, I hope you all tune in and check it. Roy Keane lost the plot. Carragher had good points. He pointed out the points, and I absolutely do not freaking agree that we brought Ronaldo here to win the bloody cup.
Mm.
Bro, you mean to win the cup, mate?
Hoop.
He's here to win the cup. Fuck the cups. All
Mhm.
right? We are here to win the league, and we want to win now, not few years from now. Okay, so sorry, Roy Keane. On that note, Junson, thank you for joining me. Ladies and gentlemen, I really, really appreciate y'all coming here. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers. Yes, it's a huge number. We can only do it with your help. Tune in on Friday morning, probably about 6:20, 6:25, where I'll be reviewing the Manchester United and Arsenal game. I hope I have some good news. Until then, thanks for tuning in.